Hello and welcome back to Simply Solo Playthroughs. Today we are looking at Escape the Dark Castle. We are actually not looking at this specific uh, version of it. This specific expansion. We are looking at the original uh, board game of Escape the Dark Castle. And part of the reason I'm doing this is Themeborne has a new Kickstarter out there. Um, I like the theme behind this one. It's probably my favorite so far. It's post-apocalyptic. This is a great game. This is solo mode. It does have a built-in solo mode. There's no fudging around. Yeah, you're playing basically two-handed, but that's okay. You do have the thing that's difficult to keep track of is you. Who is you? And we do need to keep track of that. That's sometimes difficult. Um, I'm going to have another video released the same day as this one that's going to talk about the box. And basically the game itself. It won't be quite a review, but I'll be looking at the game itself. So, turn over to begin. I would also point out there is an app out there for this that does have music, but I'm not going to do this in case YouTube gets cranky. Okay. Having finally escaped your wretched cell, and in your haste to seek out exit of this abominable place, with your very first steps of exploration lead you down an errant path, a dead end. Shuffle one additional chapter card into the deck now. I probably should have read this. Wanted to know what I was doing first. I'll put that in there. Put this here. I guess that bottom one is going to stay, and that's going to stay, and because I do have to say I like this box, by the way. Okay. Into castle deck now. All is not lost, however. This particular dead end appears to serve as some manner of storeroom. You quickly take as much as you can carry. Draw 2 item cards per player now. 1, 2, 1, 2. Strange distant sounds begin to fill the air, and you sense your absence has been noticed by your captors. They are coming for you. So we have a brief moment. Each character has its own die with its name on it. You'll notice there's a whole bunch of these that all have their own name on them. And that's what they roll. And it equivalates out to how much power, wisdom, and the other one that they have. So you'll see it's 422, 431. So when you're playing, you kind of want to balance. I just chose 2 randomly. So here we go. You stumble upon an enticing store of castle supplies. As you approach, the portals begin to lower. You must act quickly. Nominate a player to try and prevent its clothing, and a cunning player to try and dash through to receive. The player holding open the coals must try to roll a might in one attempt. Okay, so we do have a might here. And our smith is going to roll for it. Come on, Smitty. And we do not. How can you get that? Oh, I see, because it's doubles over there. Okay. Success. We're not going to read the success. Failure. The portals is too heavy. The nominated player both lose 1 hit point as it slams to the ground. Oh, nominate a player who is clothing and cunning and try to dash. Oh, nominate a mighty player to try and prevent, and a cunning player to dash through to retrieve the items. Oh, they both take 1 hit point. One nice thing that there was with a the Kickstarter kind of all in is you got these guys. I love it, for marking your mark. And by the way, this is a game you're probably going to lose. Oh, we didn't look at our items. We have a cracked axe and a relic. Once per round, when you roll a double, you may roll again and apply both results. In a combat roll, a chapter die along with your character and apply both results. Okay, let's see what we have over here. We have rotten food. Ah! Holy cow! Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Yeah, you don't get a chapter die. Okay. This is the golden axe die. Despite that I ended up over here, they are going to put it over here. We're going to leave the cracked axe behind. Yeah, I need that X, but this is way too nice. And we are going to restore 1 hit point. Okay, moving right on along. The nobleman seems to be out of place, wandering the bowels of the castle. He offers to reward you. Do not tell anyone you have seen him. As he talks, he covers his nose, visibly disgusted with you. As a group, you must choose one option. You agree and he rewards you. Draw an item card. Attack. You can rob him and he fights back with dazzling swordplay. And if you survive, you get 1 card per player. So the answer to this question is very simple. We're going to take the 1 item, which is another partially rotten apple. Moving along. 2 deformed thugs are debating the best way to kill and eat another man when you notice their arrival. Nominate to roll a player with wisdom or a double in 1 attempt. Success, the attackers flee, and the victim rewards you from a nearby stat. Each player will gain either a hit point or an item card. Failure, the attackers kill the man and begin unlicking their lips and looking at you, and you start the combat. So, let's make sure I get the correct one. Wisdom is the star. We've got 3 over here and 2 over here. Baker, Baker. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And of course you failed. Good job. Attackers have killed the man and turn on you, licking their lips. That we're going to be delicious. Number 2. We take 1 die for this. And 2 per player. Oh, great. Well, Fletcher's going to do well, and he's not going to do so well. So, how we begin this. And they get nothing. Those are their 3 die. We're going to compete against that. So we can, in theory, turn this out over in 1 turn. We have plenty of stuff to do it. I think, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, look at that. Cool. Okay, so here we go. First, the smith. So the good news is with this is the smith is going to block the attack. He will not take damage. Fletcher. And he is not going to block the attack. He does not get rid of those, and will take 2 points of damage. That gets him to 16. Smith, come on. We block, and we really blocked. Good news. We blocked, and we remove one of the die. So he does not take any damage. Smith. Smith blocks again, but does not. We block and remove one. Smith does not block. Blocks and removes one. So Smith takes no damage from that one. Good job. We do, however, get to draw a Freynet weapon, two-handed. Discard during any round of combat to prevent an enemy attacking them. That would have been nice. Okay. We are going to heal up for food. And we are going to move on. The only way forward is down a dizzying set of spiral stairs which look ready to collapse. Gingerly at first you begin the long descent into the darkness. Each player must roll a double in one attempt for each player. Fletcher is going to do well. If you make it to lower levels without incident, otherwise you're going to lose a hit point. And you get 3 attempts. So here we go. Fletcher manages to do it. That's a double. Smith also manages to do it. And they both manage to get to the bottom. You make it to the lower level without incident. Congratulations. All right. I have to confess, those are always kind of nice to get because you're generally not going to lose a lot of hit points. Unlike this. This is also... Oh. This is a one from one of the other sets. Oop. That's the Miller. Oh, those are the character ones. There we go. Okay. Yep, that's a good one. Okay. The smell of manure is thick as you enter this chamber flanked with wooden animal stalls. An agitated beast of burden has mighty horns, ready to gouge anyone who gets close. Begin combat. Combat special effect. Each round when it attacks, this creature deals an additional 1 hit point of damage to players who hit it. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, so it has one of those. Roll 2 more, 1 for each person. That's a little bit better. Okay. Smith. We are going to... what does that do? Remove any one chapter die and block. We're going to remove that chapter die. We're going to remove this chapter die. And he is going to... Fletcher is going to end up taking 3 points of damage. 3 points of damage. Taking him down to 14. And Smitty, we blocked and we did not become successful. And that is going to be a hit and a removal of the die. So Fletcher has done really well. And we get rid of the card. We draw an item. Liquid Luck. Discard to re-roll your character die, applying only the second result. Translation: you missed really bad, and you're going to get hit. Okay, next one. You. We're doing okay. Smith is going to stay as you. I normally have this packed and ready to play. Obviously, I did have it ready to play. A drunken guard stops and demands to know your business. He is unsteady on his feet, and his breath is vile. As a group, discuss and choose one item. One option, bribe. Discard one item. He will forget he ever saw you. Misdirect. Nominate a player to roll a wisdom. Huh. 431. 322. Okay. So wisdom is definitely on the Smith side. And we have 1, 2, just 2. I'm going to discard the luck. I'm not going to take a chance. Yeah. One of the things I've learned from playing this game is if you can get away out of the thing without taking damage, especially when you have one extra one to do, that's what you do. The passageway leads to an old stone steps. They descend into a flooded cave. The water is murky, but a dim light is visible above, some distance below. You take a deep breath and dive, kicking towards the light. Each player must roll a double in one attempt for each player. Here we go. Success and fail. For the Fletcher, you make it through, surfacing on the other side. Yay! Failure, Smith. You begin to flounder, lose 1 hit point, and try again. And you have 3 attempts to make. So we lose a hit point down to 15. We have a double, so we make it on through. That's pretty good. By the way, there should be another character card in this one, just to warn you. You hear a wet, slithering sound. It seems to be coming from within the walls. As you lean in to listen, a disgusting creature bursts through the stonework, biling ooze from its gaping mouth as it lunges to devour you. Any player who cannot roll a double in one attempt is struck by flying debris. Lose 1 hit point. Back to doubles. Smitty fails and succeeds. Okay. So here we go. We have that, and 2. Really? Wow. Dice are not working for me. Smith is still you and will be going first. Okay. Doesn't take damage. We get rid of 1 die, though. But he does take 2 points of damage. 1, 2. Okay, good news. We're not going to take damage. Because he has a shield. And he does have 2 that match. Fletcher, come on, guy. Has a shield, so we will not take damage. He will take 2 points of damage, down to 12. Will not take damage, but also does not remove any. And we remove 3 of them. So good thing there's only 2. Okay. We get a card. Whenever you would lose 1 hit point, discard this item to lose none. That has to go over here to Fletch. So the good news is Fletch is going to be fine the next time he loses a hit point. Oh, this is the card we need. So we're getting down towards the bottom. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And considering we started with 16, well, at least we have more than half our hit points left. You've heard many stories about this creature they call the Bloodthirster. You dismissed them as mere legend until now. Its body does indeed run slick with blood of its victims. Begin combat. Combat special. Each round the Bloodthirster only attacks the player with the lowest health. If more than one player is tied for that lowest health, it attacks all tied players. You have got to be kidding me. So it's going to attack both players. So we have a fist. We have an eye. And we have 2 more. And a fist and an eye. Alright, so we got a cunning and strength. Smitty will not take damage. Oh my gosh, look at that. One mighty whack of the axe. And he takes them out. Wow. That is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever quite had that happen before. And we get partly rotten apple. Discard to restore 1 hit point to your character. Now this is where some of the stuff gets weird. Smitty will drop. He will eat the apple. He will gain 1 hit point back. And we'll pick the golden axe back up. Because you can only have 1 thing in each hand. And a 2-handed item counts as, you guessed it, 2 items. Here we go. A series of long blades swing from the ceiling of this narrow passageway. You study the pattern of their movements and prepare to dash through the other side. You study. In unison, all players must roll their character die with the 1 chapter die. Three times. Each player's character die matches the chapter die they rolled. They are caught by the blades and lose 2 hit points. If a player rolls double on any of 3s, they survive that roll without taking any damage. Wow. Okay, so we're going to roll, and we don't want to match. Does not match 1. Does not match 2. Does match 3. But we rolled doubles. The player rolls doubles on any of the 3 rolls. They survive that roll without taking damage. Good job, Smitty. Now, the question is, was Fletcher paying attention? The answer is 1 yes. The answer is 2 yes. And because Fletcher has some unique ones, I'm only counting the top 1. And 3 will take 2 hit points of damage. Yes, we could have used this. No, I'm not going to. Because I'm trying to avoid like 3 or 4 hit points. This chamber is flanked by caves and littered with gnawed bones. A guttural growl rings out as something emerges. As a group as a group, choose one option to begin combat. Tackle the beast head on for 3 points of damage, but you only have 2 die. Hit and run tactics, but you have 5 dice. Okay, so the answer here is the fewer dice. It is better to just have the 2 die. Take the extra hit point of damage. This is a push your luck kind of an event. So let's push that luck to strength. Okay, Smitty. Ah, no! 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 No, no, no. And we lose a hit point in the process, but we do not take damage from the creature. So that's good news. We're going to start at least that way. We don't get a chapter die. We just get the 1 die. And we are going to take 3 points of damage. We're going to use this to not take damage. That's why I did that. Okay, perfect. So we take care of the creature. Weapon, please. We need it. And Fletcher will get the hit point back. So we're at 11 and 12 and 11 hit points. So this is good. We have a shot at this one. And this is from the other set. That is not. You interrupt a beast man devouring a fresh kill. He raises his head, sinew dangling from his gore-smeared mouth, then charges. You must try to roll. You, again, Smitty, must roll a might or a double in one attempt. Smitty. Oh, there's his die. We rolled a double. Success. You react quickly and dive aside. Begin combat. So we have a might. We have a cunning. And we have 2 more die. Ooh, wrong kind of die. A lot of might here. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about this game. This game has a whole lot of specialized dice. Lots and lots of specialized dice. Okay, Smitty, here we go. Smitty will take care of one of the die, but he is going to take 2 points of damage at 10. He is going to block, and we will take care of the cunning. Smitty, come on, Smitty. And takes care of the beast man devouring a fresh kill. Okay, cool. Takes care of him. We get a card. And the winner is Liquid Luck. Discard to reroll your character die, applying only the second result. Okay, let's move on. I'm thinking if I should switch the things around. A feral woman up. One of the other ones. I thought I had these cards separated. In the sweltering chamber, a blacksmith is forging a sword. He absorbed in his craft that you spot the opportunity to steal from him. As a group, choose one option. Move on. It's not worth the risk. Turn to the next chapter card. Or you can steal. Nominate a player to try and roll cunning in one attempt. And that would be Mr. Fletcher. Fletcher has a 50% chance of doing this. Okay, we're going to take the chance. We're going to push our luck. That did not work out how I had anticipated it to work out. We will lose 2 hit points each. You are caught red-handed and the blacksmith turns his hammers on you. Each player loses 2 hit points as you retreat. The chamber carries an unusual echo. You hear a deranged chattering all around you. Scanning the darkness, you catch sight of your attacker at the last moment. You must, oh bummer, roll a cunning or a double in one attempt. We haven't moved that U yet. We roll a cunning! Yes! Yes! Okay. Success. You narrowly avoid the cultist strike. Begin combat. Okay. So here we go. We have... Oh! He's one of the other ones. Shoot. Oh well. At the end of the winding passage, a wooden chest covered in cobwebs is protected by a gauntlet of vicious-looking traps. As a group, choose one option. It's not worth the risk. Move on, turn the chapter card. Risk it! Nominate a player to try and retrieve items from the chest. They must roll a cunning in one attempt and may try this as many times as there are players. How many? What do we get? Draw an item 2 on a double cunning. Or 2 hit points. Okay, Fletcher, you failed us last time. And you fail us again. I thought that was here. Figures. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. 1, 2. Is it just the nominated player? Only the nominated player loses 2 hit points. No, it was 10. Okay. Wow. We're actually going to have some hit points to get to the end. Here we go. You follow a tunnel, which leads to a pitch dark room. Your ears suddenly fill with maddening whispers and spectral hands reach out towards you. As a group, choose one option. Flee. Run for your lives. But with an unseen hand, the specter reaches into your soul. All players lose 2 hit points. Or you can fight, and you have 3 dice you have to have. If I had the axe, I would seriously consider it. But not at 3 hit points of damage per turn. Last card. Your spirit is suddenly wrenched from your body, paralyzed. You can only watch as it drifts above you. You are incapacitated. To restore your corporeal balance with other players must roll in unison, keeping track of any wisdom until they have rolled the total wisdom equal to the number of players after each attempt. You lose 1 hit point. And we have to do this, and we get 3 tries at this. Okay, so we have 1 wisdom. So we each lose 1 hit point. And we lose 2 hit points. And wisdom, wisdom! There we go. That would have been nice the first time around, just saying. Do you hear me, dice? Okay, so we don't lose any points. I'm going to assume we get a treasure. Rangan's Ruin Relic. When you roll a double, you may change it to a single. If you do, the double does not apply. So translation, I can... Oh, that goes over here. That means we get to have the... Oh, man, I wish that was a weapon. That means we get to... basically eliminate a die is what that means. So here we go. This is the big boss. Do not read until you have completed the last chapter card. This is it. You have reached the final challenge. One last obstacle stands between you and your freedom. Turn over now. Each round, damage dealt by the enemy is equal to the number of chapter dice it has remaining. Begin combat. So, the bad news, good news here is you want to start wiping out. If you can wipe out the dice quickly, you can win this one. This is actually the very first one I have ever played. Okay, so there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in other words, we need something really good the first round. Or Fletch is gone. Once per round of combat, when you roll a double, you may roll again and apply the results. That's not good. So we take 4 points of damage. Fletcher is gone. Smith. 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me suggest you need something, I don't know what. We're going to discard. And Fletcher dies. Well, congratulations. And it's so convenient. The game has nice little cards. Defeat. If any player hit point is reduced to 0, that player must turn this card over and read it out loud. Defeat. You fall to the ground exhausted and delirious. Without you, the rest of your party is soon overcome by the forces of darkness. Together, you are hauled back to the dungeons and thrown into the deepest, darkest of the cells, where your screams ring out in vain for the rest of your days. Your adventure ends here. Thank you for playing. Well, I hope you have enjoyed it. This has been Escape the Dark Castle on Simply Solo Playthroughs. Please like and subscribe and take a look at this video right here. Right here.